Hey everyone, I'm W. Frank Walk, comic book colorist and creator, and today I'm going to teach you how to flat a comic book. Let's get into it. Alright, if you're new to the coloring process, flats are the base colors we lay down under the line art, making it easy to select specific parts of the image for shading and rendering, which speeds up the coloring process and keeps everything organized. Let's talk about setting up your layers. I'll be using Clip Studio Paint, but the process should be similar in most software. For this example, we're going to be using a panel from my upcoming book, Hellstones. Now that we have the page up, we will convert the brightness to opacity to replace all of the white background with transparency. We're going to go to Edit, then down to Convert Brightness to Opacity. Now that everything is transparent, we're going to create a new layer under the line art layer and color it white. We will also create another layer for the flats. It's important to keep flats on separate layers for easy adjustments. Let's talk about the selection tools. Firstly, always make sure that anti-aliasing is turned off. We will primarily be using the lasso tool, but may also use the rectangle or polyline selection tools. We always make sure anti-aliasing is turned off for each selection tool. Doing so allows us to create flat, solid colors that perfectly abut with each other, which will make the selection process easier and more precise. Now we can get into blocking out the colors. We're going to block out different parts of the image, starting from largest to smallest. I first like to block out the panels. I even like to duplicate this layer to save onto a separate layer for quick selection of each panel should I need it down the line. Now I'd like to mention here that the colors that we are selecting don't really matter too much. Maybe don't use colors that'll be harsh to look at or anything, but this isn't the final rendering. This just allows us clean selections later on. Alright, moving on. Let's do the background of the panel. Then the floor. Sometimes you will need to clean up edges or accidental overfills. The best way to do that is to not use the eraser tool. Just select the color that you need or select transparency. Next we'll get the curtains. The lettering on the wall. Then finally, the character's silhouette. This is where I like to create another duplicate, this time of the character's silhouette onto a separate layer. Again, this just makes for easier selection down the line. Now that that's done, let's flat the rest of the character's details. Now that everything is flatted, we can use the magic wand tool to quickly select filled areas on any given layer. You just simply do that for an entire page and you're all set up for the color rendering process. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. For more comic coloring tips and Hellstones updates, subscribe here and join my newsletter at pygmacast.com. I also live stream every Thursday. Come hang out for live color rendering and Q&As. And we'll see you in the next one.